Hello YouTube, I'm here again with another video, and today I'm on my computer, not for any kind of Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile or any kind of Yu-Gi-Oh video at all actually. It's for a Cardfight Vanguard video. In fact, you remember this one down here, which my mouse is pointing at but you can't see. As you know, my clan in Vanguard is the Bermuda Triangle. They look awesome to be honest, and they're really good as well. And they've just announced a new set, like the whole entire set of just Bermuda Triangle cards like they did with the last one, which is pretty damn awesome. I don't know when they actually announced it, but I only found out about it the other day. And I'm pretty much just going to be talking about the new cards they've announced so far. The first two they've announced are both reprints. The first one they reprinted is Sedna. I'm not quite sure why. She's like the normal unit, but whatever. It looks cool. Sedna's one of my favourite of the Bermuda Triangle anyway, so I won't mind having some alternate art ones in my deck. And the other one is the Perfect Guard Ellie, which is just pure awesome. Because the Perfect Guard is really hard to get a hold of, and obviously it's incredibly useful. But yeah, a reprint of Ellie should be good. So the actual cards in the set then. Well, I mean they're in the set, but new cards. The first one, Angelic Star Coral. The new ride chain is the Coral ride chain. Kind of similar to the last one, in which I don't know actually. It's more similar to the Tsukumiyomi. That's what I think of when I see it. The Tsukumiyomi line in Oracle Think Tank. I mean, I might be wrong because I've only seen that in the anime. I do have an Oracle Think Tank deck, but I don't have Tsukumiyomis in it. But pretty much you keep riding up the next one, and then you look for the top certain cards of your decks, and if the next one's there, you can like add your hand or something. This one is, yeah, exactly that. If the grade 1 rides it, you can search your deck for grade 2 or 3 and add it to your hand. If anything else rides it, call it to the rear guard. Which is kind of adorable as well. The second one that randomly has a whisk for some reason, whatever. If the first one is in your soul, she gains 1,000. Fair enough. And when a grade 2 Bermuda Triangle other than the next one up rides it, if the first one's in the soul, you look up top 7, and if you find the second grade, you then ride it from there, that's pretty cool actually. I quite like that effect. And then the third one, oh no, this is the second one, sorry. The second one, pretty much if you have the first one in, you gain 1,000. When it hits a Vanguard, choose up to one of your Bermuda Triangle rear guards in front row, return to hand, and if the first, no, that's the second one is in your soul, return a rear guard as well. I'm not quite sure what the point of that is, to be honest. I mean, yeah, obviously you want to return your rear guards in Bermuda Triangle, but I don't know, it just doesn't seem that great, really. And then there's the third one. It's got a limit break because they've put limit breaks on this deck now, so I'm always fighting Gold Paladins. My friend's got a Gold Paladin deck and just limit breaking everywhere, and I'm like, I don't have any limit breaks, I can't actually do that. But now we're getting some limit break cards, and none of them are really that good. When it takes a Vanguard, you can counterblast 2 to Soul Charge 1, choose up to 1 rear guard, return to the hands, and then this gains 5,000 till the end of the battle. Meh, just gonna say. It's nothing special. But whatever. That's the new ride chain. The Riviera ride chain's better, but neither of them are really that amazing. So next up is like the sub-archetype, I suppose you'd call it, which is the Prism. So there's 4 new triggers. Got a stand trigger, looks cool. The heal trigger looks pretty awesome. Then there's the draw trigger and the critical trigger. I think actually the stand trigger has an effect, but what does it do? When this unit is returned to the hand, pay the cost, and if you do, choose one of your Bermuda rear guards, and it gains 4,000. Okay, that's not too bad. But why you'd call it? I think they're literally trying to say, hey, put stand triggers in your deck. I personally don't like stand triggers. Then again, I play this deck and I play Oracle Think Tank, both of which like to draw a lot. So draw triggers and critical triggers all the way. I mean, obviously heal triggers too, but if I can possibly avoid it, I probably won't run any stand triggers. Here's another grade 0. This one's Koro, who's freaking adorable. When another Bermuda Triangle is returned to your hand from the rear guard, you may return this card to your hand. So, I mean, and she's got the effect that when something rides her, you can just move it back, which is pretty awesome. So she'll always be a rear guard, like, supporting, and then you want to put something stronger out, return something else, you can then return this one as well. I think that could come in quite useful, to be honest. But, again, you've got better Vanguards, staffing Vanguards. This one is kind of useless, but she's dressed up like a shark, and I just think that looks hilarious. She's got the same effect that when someone rides her, you can move her back. And then when an attack hits a Vanguard during the battle that this unit boosts a card that has limit break, you can put this card into the soul to draw a card. You're gonna have to wait a while for that one, but I guess with all these new limit breaks, that could be useful. I mean, it's probably something you wouldn't really run as your Vanguard. I don't really know. I mean, you can make your own opinions of these. It's just, my thoughts on them. So we're going to grade 1s. We've got Lady. I think that's how you say it. Soul Blast 1. When this unit boosts, pay the cost. And if you do, the boosted unit gains 5,000. Pretty much you boost by 11 instead of 6 if you Soul Blast 1. And considering how easy it is to put Soul in this deck, yeah, I'm going to say that's a really good card. Which is quite cool as well, I guess. It's kind of got butterfly wings going on there. So that's what I think of when I see it. It's all purple and yellow. Reminds me of a butterfly. And then we have Clear. That's a really dumb name. Sorry. When it returns to the hand, pay the cost. If you do, your unit gets 4,000. Exactly the same as a draw trigger, but a grade 1. Why not? Then we have Sukotia. Sukotia, I guess? Don't quote me on that. When this unit attacks, if you have a Bermuda Triangle Vanguard, pay the cost, which is Counterblast, and against 4,000. Okay, 12,000 grade 2 is pretty good actually for a cost of a Counterblast. That's not a bad card at all. We have Rosa. When this unit attacks, if you have a Bermuda Triangle Vanguard or Rearguard that has Limit Break, it's against 3,000. Pretty much if you have a Limit Break card on the field somewhere, this is a 11 instead of a 8. That's pretty cool. You don't even have to pay anything for that. It's pretty useful. And then there's Lumeri. When it hits, if you have a Vanguard with Prism in its card name, it's against 3,000 until the end of battle. Putting at 12 just for having a Prism Vanguard. Oh yeah, and she only gets the effect in the Rearguard, because I was going to say otherwise, if she was the Vanguard, you'd still get that. But I'm going to say that's still a pretty incredibly useful thing to have there. Just, if you're running a Prism deck especially, I'd run like 4 of that as my grade 2s. There is another grade 2, the green one, Selt. Soul Blast 1, when it's returned to the hand, pay the cost. If you do, choose another Rearguard against 4,000. It's exactly the same as a draw trigger, and it's a grade 1. I don't know why there's 3 that do the same thing, but I guess that's how they roll. So, grade 3s now. A Toil. When this unit is boosted by Bermuda Triangle against 2,000. It's pretty nice, just an extra boost, really. If you're boosted by the normal monster, that puts her up to 20. It's pretty awesome. And then we have Veil. This one's got a limit break. Does that one have a limit break? No, it doesn't. Huh. This one's got a limit break. It's actually 4 more damage. When a Bermuda Triangle rides this unit, which is grade 3, draw a card. Choose up to 2 of your Bermuda Triangle rear guards, return them to your hand. Choose one of your vanguards, and that gains. One of your Okay, it's weird wording. And that unit gains 10,000 until the end of turn. Wow. Okay. If you have 4 damage and she's your Vanguard and you have an upgrade 3 in hand, I can see that being pretty useful. Continuous. During your turn, if the number of Bermuda Triangle rear guards is 4 or more against 2,000. So, what? So it's a 13 beta. Wow. And if you have a unit that isn't in the same clan, it can't attack. But why would you ever make... I know in the anime they do, but why would you ever make Bermuda Triangle with something else? It doesn't work. But, yeah, wow, that's actually really, really good. There's another one, isn't there? This is the one I'm calling the Emmy, because she looks like Emmy. Labrador. Alright, oh god, this effect's huge. Limit break again. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, choose up to 3 Prism cards from your hand, call them to separate rear circles, and if 3 cards are called by this effect, it gains 10,000 power and a critical until the end of battle. If you keep returning stuff to your hand and using that, wow, that could be pretty useful. Counterblast 1, cards with Prism in its card name. Oh, I think you have to counterblast a Prism card. Right, choose one of your rear guards with Prism in its card name and return it to your hand. Yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess. And obviously it can't attack if you have anything else. A lot of grade 3 said actually. And then we come to this one. You remember Pacifica from the first set? There's like a upgraded version of Pacifica. She looks pretty cool with her little penguins. Again, a limit break. Counterblast 3. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, pay the cost. If you do, choose up to 2 of your Bermuda Triangle rear guards, return them to your hand, and then search your deck for any Bermuda Triangle and call it to a rear guard. Just summon a monster from your deck. Okay, Counterblast 3, yeah, but you get your effects for returning stuff, and then you get a summon. It's pretty awesome. If you have a card named Top Idol Pacifica in your soul, this unit gains power 2,000. Pretty awesome. So if you ride her over the old Pacifica, if you're running them both, this one goes up to 3,000 all the time. And it says continuous, so as far as I know, that means in your opponent's turn as well. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, and obviously it can't attack again if you make it a multiple clan deck, because the new Vanguards just don't like it that way. But there we go. There's the new set. I can't actually remember what the set's called, which is kind of derp. It says down here, Dazzling Divas. I think it's a pretty cool looking set. I mean, they haven't announced everything yet. They've only announced all of these, what are they called? Prism cards. Some of them are pretty cool. I really like this one, because she looks like Emmy. This one's incredibly useful. I haven't got the names up here, but that one's pretty cool too. So yeah, let me know in the description what you think of the new set, or if you're even, obviously if you're into Vanguard. If you're not, why are you watching this video? I don't get it. But yeah, I'll do a deck profile of my deck as it is now before I get this. I don't know when this actually comes out. I think it's June, but I've already pre-ordered it, so it'll come out then, and I'll do a box opening of it then, and then I'll do an updated deck profile with all the new cards. I mean, I'll probably make a Prism deck separately, maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, this one, for example, will be in my. Is it this one? When you unit boost a card named Prism Labrador, pay the cost, and if you do against 5,000. Yeah, maybe, yeah, because I'll be running Labrador's Emmy, isn't it? Yeah. So I'll mix a couple of them in. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Dazzling Divas, the new set for Cardfight Vanguard, should be fun.